When you start using Adagio Ledger, company data files must be created to store your information. To generate a brand new dataset, from the login screen, enter the folder where you would like to create the data files and the 3-character extension to identify the company data. Also, include a valid Adagio user ID and password. Click the Create button, and the data creation screen will display if company data already resides there. Click OK to continue, and there is one more confirmation message to accept with OK. If this is the first company data for this location, a screen will appear to locate some system files, which will usually be in the SoftTrack system folder. Then you will be asked to specify the company fiscal calendar for the starting month and year, and whether you need either 12 or 13 periods. This last choice cannot be changed. When you continue, the next place to enter information is the company profile, which contains information and settings general to the company. The Company Data tab stores the name and address, the home currency code, and the retained earnings account, which will be entered once that account is created. The Options tab has various setup and processing settings, such as coding structure for accounts and for departments if selected, how transactions retrieved from subledgers are organized, and whether budgets are allowed to be edited. Also, the option to allow GL consolidation may be disabled to prevent using this maintenance function and keep all transactions with details for inquiries and reporting. The Batch Options tab has settings particular to transaction batch entry, such as color coding the various batch screens, defining a default batch description, allow batches to be flagged as not ready to post, and some entry behavior. The Optional Fields tab allows configuring additional information by entering labels here that will be available when creating or editing accounts. And the Posting tab has a few options for enabling features related to posting batches and some controls around the process. Once settings have been defined, click OK to create the company. The company profile needs to be re-edited to finalize some settings not applicable during the original creation. If you plan to integrate with Adagio multi-currency, enable this setting to allow multiple currencies and exchange rates for transactions. This option cannot be disabled once it has been turned on. When the retained earnings account has been created, it can now be selected here, for use during year-end if you don't use departments, or as a default for department setup if you do. And the Posting tab will also show Reports options if you have Adagio ePrint installed for PDF report management. If you have company information stored in a different place and want to initialize Adagio Ledger, use the Import process from the File menu to bring in this data, say from Excel spreadsheets. Import your chart of accounts, departments, and budgets. Use the Import Transactions process for historical details and fiscal period net changes, and import batches for your current fiscal year. Use Import Net Changes only for updating historical fiscal period summary values if you don't have detailed information available to import. And prior to using Ledger for processing, source codes must be entered or imported for categorizing the various transactions, and define security access to the company with user and security group settings as required. When all of these records have been created, you are now ready to start processing in Adagio Ledger. A quick way to create a new company based on an existing Adagio Ledger company is to copy it by first opening the company to copy, and from the File menu and Export, choose Clone Company. From here, indicate the Windows folder and file extension of the new company. and also the new company name and fiscal calendar setup. Then, choose which files you would like to copy, such as the company profile setup, chart of accounts, source codes and security, and others. Transactions and amounts are not copied, only the maintenance records. Click the Clone button to copy all the selected files to the new location, and those not selected will be emptied and ready for use. Get your company ready for Adagio with proper planning for creating data and company profile settings. For more information about Adagio Accounting, use these links on screen or from the video description. Thanks for watching.